Everyone knows American cars are terrible, and cars from Europe, especially cars from Italy, are better. Better looking, better driving, and usually better sounding. 50 years ago, Henry Ford knew this. That's why he tried to buy Ferrari and thought he had, until Enzo Ferrari looked down his Roman nose and said, you know what? Actually, you can't have it. So, Henry decided to kick Ferrari where it hurt, on the racetrack. He wrote a blank check and told his engineers to build a better racing car and beat Ferrari at Le Mans. And astonishingly, that car, a British chassis with an American engine, the Ford GT40, did just that. 4 times. This car is not the GT40, but it looks like one, and it was made to celebrate Ferrari's humiliation, only this time on the road, not the track. It's the Ford GT, not the GT40, because unlike that car, it's more than 40 inches tall, so Americans could fit into it. But the idea is just the same. A great big V8, a 5.4 litre with a supercharger, and a relatively simple aluminium chassis. 220 miles an hour, and frankly astonishing handling for a car from America. And movie star looks. I have never driven a car that attracts more attention, and I drove this one a lot, because I bought one as remarkably, at the time, there wasn't a Ferrari that was better. And that's only something that happens once every 50 years.
The Ford GT is equipped with 19-inch cast aluminum alloy rear wheels and features cross-drilled and vented disc brakes. With its advanced aerodynamic design, the GT is Ford's first production car to hit 200 miles per hour. A fitting achievement, considering it was the GT40 race cars that broke the same speed record at Le Mans in 1966. The 5.4-litre supercharged V8 engine produces 550 horsepower. This helps the car reach 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds with a top speed of 205 miles per hour. Behind the GT's doors lurk large, distinctively styled vents, responsible for cooling the engine and transmission. Just above these vents, another pair of inlets feed air to the supercharged V8 engine. The GT's cabin design harkens back to the hallowed GT40 race cars of the 60s. The dramatically perforated seats, analog instrumentation, and toggle switches are all distinct retro design elements. The GT's cabin design harkens back to the hallowed GT40 race cars of the 60s. The dramatically perforated seats, analog instrumentation, and toggle switches are all distinct retro design elements.